They had gone away on a short weekend trip, so I was house sitting for them the entire weekend. My aunt and uncle owned a couple of cats, so they always requested that I stay overnight, and I didn't mind it anyway since they had a really nice house. This particular Saturday night, it was my friend Tyler's birthday. Our friend group went out for dinner that evening, and we all wanted to hang out afterwards. I offered up my aunt and uncle's house as a place that we could hang out the rest of the night, since many people wanted to drink and party a bit, and we couldn't do it at anybody else's house due to their parents being home. It was a pretty normal night, and we played many card games and drinking games together and enjoyed celebrating Tyler's birthday. We wrapped up close to 2 a.m., and everybody began leaving. There were enough people who stayed sober, so everyone had a ride home, and nobody needed to crash at my aunt and uncle's couch for the night. I said goodbye to everybody and then headed back into the kitchen to clean up some of the cans and glasses. It felt like it had been barely 3 or 4 minutes since everybody had left that the doorbell rang. I assumed that one of my friends had forgotten something important at the house, so I went to answer the door without thinking much about it. I opened the door and was surprised to see nobody there. I was pretty drunk and didn't think too much of it, thinking my friends were playing a prank on me before leaving. Into the night darkness, I yelled, "Real funny, guys, go home." I went back inside and then went to sleep on the couch. Later that night, I was woken up to the sound of the doorbell being repeatedly rang, about 4 or 5 times in a row very quickly. I didn't know what the time was, but I was pretty angry at being woken up, and I had a feeling that it most likely wasn't my friends ringing the doorbell. I didn't open the door this time, but peeked out the front window through the curtains. My aunt and uncle's house was in a nicer part of town, where there was a lot of space for yards and not that many streetlights. I couldn't see anybody through the window because of how dark it was. I didn't call the cops because there was a possibility that it could have been my friends, so I figured I'd better not call. I went back to sleep and didn't have any more problems for the rest of the night. The next morning, I texted my group chat of my friends and asked them if they had played a prank on me last night with ringing the doorbell. They all swore that they had not, as they all went home and went to bed. After I had cleaned up the rest of the mess from the night before, I opened the front door to leave and saw a piece of paper taped down to the door. The note said, "If you want a really fun night, leave the door unlocked next time." To me, the whole situation seemed more like a weird messed up prank by someone.